Hey guys, James here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of one of my favourite shoes, the Inov8 Talon 200. This is a great shoe for many different types of trail, obstacle race, or whenever the going gets tough, and I wear this a lot of the time for many of my races. We'll start with the very basics of this shoe. It is a shoe made for trail, technical trail, for muddy trail, or for obstacle course racing. And it's from Inov8, which is a British brand. This is the older version with the green and red colourway. I've had a couple of pairs of these, and the current version is the all black version, and they do currently come in a red as well. They retail for about £80 to £100, but you can find some deals out there if you have a little shop around. I love this shoe, I've worn them hundreds of times. So let's jump straight into the features of this shoe and what make it great for the trails and the mud. So, this shoe is made from the bottom up to be able to handle the worst terrain and the muddiest trails. We'll start at the front of the shoe. You can see it's got this rubber welded overlay which goes all the way across the toe box here and really protects the front of the foot. This is perfect for obstacle races if you're hitting walls hard, or if you're out on the trail, if you do catch your toes on any rocks or anything like that. Going to be well protected from the front there. We also have these welded overlays which run the full length of the shoe, which really give a bit more stability and also keep your foot locked in on those technical ascents and descents. The main fabric of the shoe is this kind of tough weave material, which is really hard wearing but also fairly breathable. This material also drains really well. I've found in obstacle races, sometimes your foot is getting completely submerged underwater. So while waterproof shoes might be good for some trail running, if you're actually going to be knee deep in puddles, the water's going to get into those shoes, and you're much better having a shoe like the Cross Talon, which drains really quickly and easily and keeps your foot nice and breathable. The shoe is built on a 3mm drop from the heel to the forefoot, so it's quite minimal feeling, and that is Inov8's one arrow on their system. It is an Inov8 standard fit, which means it's quite wide across the forefoot and nice and roomy for your toes. I personally prefer a more minimal shoe, so I find that really great. The main bonus point for me in this shoe is the grip, and that's why I keep coming back to it again and again. It's got these really aggressive studs on the outsole, which is 8mm sticky rubber. You can see on my old pair here, these have been worn down a little bit. But if I grab my new pair, which I'm yet to wear in, you can just see quite how aggressive they are, almost like a football cleats in length. And these are really great for sticking into the mud or gripping on wet rock or obstacles. You never have to second guess your grip and never have to think, am I going to slip? Because you've got to trust in the shoe, which is really important. So I've worn these shoes for multiple races. I've worn them for trail races up to half marathon distance, and I've worn them for 15-20 obstacle races. They've been my go-to shoe for the past 4 or 5 years, and I can't see that changing anytime soon. They've never let me down, I've never slipped in them, I've never twisted an ankle. I've always felt comfortable, and I've always felt like I have the confidence to run to the best of my ability. There are a few negatives with this shoe, but it's really nothing to shout about. The shoe is super resilient, but you are going to get some patches of wear and tear after a while. You can see on my original pair here, across the front and across the sides, just in that flex point, we are starting to have some wear on the fabric. But bear in mind, I've worn these shoes for 10-15 obstacle races and really put them through the paces in the worst that you can throw at them. One of the only other possible negatives with the shoe is that there isn't much padding. You're talking about 10mm of padding most, and they are quite firm underfoot. Which is great if you prefer that more minimalist feeling. You can really feel the rocks and the trail underneath your foot. It gives you a great sense of balance and stops you twisting your ankle. But I do find if I run longer than about 15 kilometres in these, or over about 10 miles, I do start to feel it in the feet. You don't want to end up with bruised feet, so I'd maybe go something a bit more padded for a longer run. So in conclusion, these are a great pair of shoes if you do any kind of technical running, anything where it gets muddy and a bit sloppy, or you're coming into the world of obstacle racing and looking for a first shoe that's really going to give you that confidence to push yourself hard. Inov8 don't seem to push this shoe very much, they seem to concentrate on their newer models, but it is still available through their website and through lots of other running shops as well. I got a couple of my pairs off eBay for £40–50. If you can find any for anywhere near that price, I'd give them a go and see if they suit you. It's definitely worth trying them out. So that's it for today's review. As always, keep moving forward and I'll see you out on the trails.